about a particular entity, community, group, or persons. The information gathered can be used for problem solving, planning, or tip-off on what's about to happen. In the Federal Capital Territory, the FCT Police Command has over the years opened its doors to FCT residents to partner the police through the Eminent People's Forum and the PCRC by giving them useful information on how to police the capital city. Today on the program, we'll be taking a look at the level of collaboration between the police and the people. Good morning, and esteemed viewers, welcome to the program called The Police, your weekly security check program on NTA Channel 5, Abuja. My name is Tessie Omeri. The program continues in just a moment.
Maintenance of law and order, ensuring security of life and property are the primary responsibilities of the Nigerian police. They operate day and night to ensure that you and I are safe from the stranglehold of hoodlums and social miscreants. This then makes the officers and men of the Nigerian police friends. The least you and I can do is to assist them by making security our primary concern. Contribute your own quota. Report suspicious movement promptly to the police. The FCT Police Command beckons on you to assist in its quest to make the Federal Capital Territory crime-free. The time is now.
What's on the need for people to give information to the police?
The FCT Police Command under the Commissioner of Police Bala Chiroma is appealing to members of the public to partner with them in the area of information sharing to make the fight against all forms of crime and criminality in Abuja successful. However, residents spoken to are willing to partner with the FCT police as they commend its collaboration with the police is a bit difficult.
Sometimes the way they regulate people around, but just that sometimes they tend to overreact over some certain issues. But I understand dealing with human beings is not usually easy.
The problem with Nigeria police in general, apart from this thing, is that people are afraid to report criminal cases because they will go back and betray the person that reports the cases, and then the bribe issue that we have, that is just the issue I have with them. But in terms of trying to make sure that everything goes on well in Abuja here, we're secured.
I feel it's better than the lawless society. So I believe we still need them, but they need to step up their game.
I will tell the public to please try to comply with the police, work with the police, at least whatever you know is not right, don't do it, so that to avoid, because at the end we only blame the police, saying the police are this, the police are that, while the police are trying their best.
Residents say with assurance.
All right, many thanks, Ayena J. That's the much we can take on that report. Now let's meet our guest. He is Barrister Lawrence Alubi, former Commissioner of Police, FCT. Sir, you're welcome to the program called The Police.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, listener.
All right, sir. You've watched a bit from that report talking about the people and the police. So now, sir, how effective is the collaboration between the people and the police?
Important question. So the collaboration synergy between the public and the police is indispensable.
Yeah.
In the sense that the police need the public need the police. Yeah. You see, the police cannot be effective without the public, and the public cannot have safety and peace without the police.
Yeah.
So they both need each other. But then, all along, if you look at historically how the police was established in this country, in terms of perception. Yeah. You know, when the police was established in the colonial master established the police purely basically to meet the needs of the colonial interests, Her Majesty's interest, British interest. And that orientation was there. People saw the police as agents of the government, anti the people. And they were just there to protect the British interests. Even our nationalists who were fighting for independence, some of them were arrested and thrown behind and jailed and so forth. So the public now saw the police as agents of the government against the people. Okay. The police were kind of alienated from the public. But then, after independence, after colonialism got independence in 1960, and you know, attitudes when learned exist in you over time. That same attitude, repressive attitude, brutality, the British, that colonial mentality of policing was in the police officers then. And the military came up with that draconic laws, repressive laws, laws that sometimes cannot be enforced, like Decree 4, Decree 2, you know. So the police now is a victim of a defective system. The police are there to enforce the laws of the society. So the public now saw the police as the agent of the government against the citizens.
Okay, so tell
that
us.
was how this negative perception against our police are not good, police are this. So it is over time. But under democracy now, the public need to understand that the police are there for them. And the police should also know that the public are there to support them.
Okay, so tell us the situation right now, the present situation of the police.
No, it has improved tremendously.
Okay.
When I used to be CPFCT, you know, information, you see the difference between intelligence and information. You don't gather intelligence, you share intelligence, but you gather information. Intelligence already processed, analyzed, and evaluated information that have been evaluated to see whether it suits the situation, the purpose for which it has to be used. So agencies share intelligence, that the military, the police, civil defense, DSS, road safety, immigration, custom, they all have intelligence unit. They share intelligence. So they share it because that intelligence is information that has been evaluated and processed and evaluated and now distributed for utilization.
Okay. So with all
but right now things have improved. When I was CPFCT, to overcome this issue of giving information to police, maybe police are not lack of confidence, the police go and devote to people against you. I had to establish what you call information boxes. I had to I had to put information boxes in various strategic places where people can access. Supermarket, motor park, banks. I had information boxes. Just go there and drop your information. You don't even need to put your name. And then my PRO will every day open those boxes, and whatever that is there inside the information box, we'll look at it and take action. So we want to encourage the public to give police information, because the police need information to act, because citizens are everywhere. Criminals are in their midst. They see them and interact with them. Give police information, and police will act for their own benefit. If you refuse giving police information, you might be a victim of the crime. So it is better to prevent that by you giving information to the police. And again, I want the students to understand one point. Section 24 of the Nigerian Constitution provides that it's constitutional to every Nigerian citizen to assist security agencies in maintaining law and order. Every Nigerian citizen is obligated. Unconstitutionally, the ground supreme law says you have a duty. But one thing in this country is that we emphasize about my right. You only enjoy a right when there's a right, there's also a corresponding obligation. For you to enjoy your right, you need to obey the law. So when you obey the law, like even God, if you obey God, God will bless you. You obey the law, God will protect you.
Yes, sir.
God bless Adam and bless
talking
Abraham.
About obeying the law, and then with all the synergy, with all the other security agencies you are talking about, and we still have this rising cases, of kidnapping, activities of cult groups. Do you think there is need for more synergy with the community members, more involvement? Very,
very important. You see, the synergy is very, very necessary. Like I said, it should be on the high. It should be every day, improve every day. It should be improved every day. It is there, the low F. It should be improved every day, because the citizens that they want to benefit are the prime beneficiary of a secure and safe environment. Again, I'm happy that the Inspector General of Police, IGP Adamu, has introduced community policing. Through community policing, the citizens will now participate in ensuring that their communities are safe and secure, and give information to the police, and the police will now use information to prevent crime, detect crime, maintain law and order, and protect life and property. So information gathering is very, very important. And the police should also make themselves worthy of the trust of the citizens. The citizens know that you have to trust the police, because you are not that police force that can protect you. We even now, for instance, if you have been attacked by criminals or armed robbers, are you going to call armed robbers to come and save you? So you have to call the police. So the best bet, support the police, cooperate with the police, give information to the police to make society safe and secure for your own benefit.
Okay, you've talked about the public, giving information to the police, cooperating with the police and all that. Do you think that the police is doing enough public relations on their own side, to get more people on board?
Yeah, police are doing very well. I used to be, when I was a DSP in Old Anambra, I used to be PRO. They are doing the best, and that is part of the strategy to bring the police closer to the public. That you have Eminent Citizens Forum, you have the PCRC. These are all these are all avenues which the public can interface with the public. The public can interfere with the police, and that's what, like I said, the IGP has introduced the community policing, with also to make the public to be part of community policing, of their community, so they can participate with the police, support the police, and also be part of the policing in their communities. All these are all strategies, framework that will help the public to appreciate the fact that it is much better for them to cooperate with the police and make the society safer than they not cooperating with the police. And increase insecurity and increase crime in the community.
Okay, sir. Do you think we have enough, manpower and also equipment? Talking about the police.
You see, what have been developing what actually impacted negative to the police, what affected its performance effectiveness is poor manpower and poor logistics and equipment. You see, we are told that the Nigerian population is about 200 million or more of people in Nigeria, and today the police is less than 400,000. How can 400,000 effectively police? Look at the topography, the lack of logistics, poor funding, poor equipment. Policing and law enforcement today is technically driven and knowledge-based. They can't even need equipment. To be able to, some security gadgets to be able to complement and assist, like CCTVs, for instance, and other things, to assist the police. Policing is also knowledge-driven. Knowledge-driven is capacity building. And all this need funds. So, and I'm happy that's why the government have also in the National Assembly, 7 and 8 National Assembly, fought for the establishment of Police Trust Fund, which have been established, is now in place. And I hope that with that, when that is effective, to go a long way in helping in solving the problem of funding and equipment for the police. Okay,
thank you, sir. If you're just joining us, the program is called The Police on NTA Channel 5, Abuja. And it's also an interactive forum where you can actually call, make comments, ask questions. If you have any commendation or recommendations, this is the platform for you, and the number is showing on your screen. You can be part of the program by calling us. Okay, sir, let's look at the Eminent People's Forum. We have the PCRC and other bodies that the police is using. How effective are they?
Ineffective is very effective, because I happen to be one of the members of the Eminent Citizens Forum in Abuja, and also when I was CPFCT to this PCRC, which is also very functional, very effective. In fact, the present CP, Bala Chiroma, has been doing very well. He's someone who's a very friendly person. Policing, you need to, policing also requires you being friendly with the people, because you have to be friendly with the people for people it has to get attracted to you, to help you. You have that bonding spirit. So the CP is a very friendly person and also a very humble person. So I think it has been very effective. These are all mechanisms, these are strategies that the police have established, have introduced, to ensure that the police are close to the public and the public is close to the police, so they can work together for the betterment and to improve security and safety of the community.
Okay. So the emergency phone lines, as the former FCT Commissioner of Police, how will you rate, the response, the emergency phone lines?
They have been very effective. The real problem is that you see, logistics are what have been hampering the prompt response to distress calls and emergency calls. So because sometimes some people don't understand, the police is poorly funded. Maybe a division, maybe there's only one vehicle or two vehicles. Maybe there are two incidents have been reported at the same time. The police will not share them. How would they know vehicles? Sometimes no fuel. So
sir, I think
the public need to support
we have a caller on the line. Okay, we lost
the
that
public
call.
need to support the police. That's why PCRC is. That's why many citizens are there to see how they can synergize. What can they support the police and contribute towards strengthening them, giving them their capacity. So those two platforms, Eminent Citizens Forum and the PCRC, they have been very effective, and the police too have been they have been reciprocating effectively by collaborating with them. Okay, so what's your take on the kind of people that will be involved in this community policing? What's your take? When they are recruiting, what are those criteria you think the police should look out for before getting those people involved? Yeah, Section 50 of the Police Act provides the criteria, the qualities, the attributes of the person who is qualified. Hello, sir, we have a caller. Please. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, presenter and the retired CP there.
Morning. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Yes, my name is Bala.
Okay, Bala.
I'm calling from Abuja.
Okay, Bala, you're welcome to call the police. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. My question goes to the guest there.
Okay, he's listening.
The public has, some members of the public have this fear that when an information is reviewed to the police about certain issues, their fear is how would their identity be protected, because there have been, should I say, a rumor or a rumor spreading that when an information is given to the police, the identity of that person, police will turn around to review the identity of that person that gave them that vital information, and that person might become a victim of such information.
Okay,
How will the police assure the general public of protecting the identity of who give them vital information?
Okay.
That's my question.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, for your contribution, your question. Actually, like I said, life is based on the principle of reciprocity.
Yeah.
You know, the police need the public need the police. So for the police to make themselves more effective, they need participation of the public and through information gathering.
Yeah.
The police have to make themselves worthy of the trust of the citizens. That whatever information they give to the police will actually make sure that information is actually secure. What you call information management. Also, there could also be a problem from the person who gives the information. Sometimes he goes to a beer parlor. Oh, that man, I'll show him. I've told the police about him. I'm going to deal with him. So both the information giver, informant, has to actually know how to manage information, and the policeman who receives information know how to manage information. But then, if you're endowed with giving information to the junior officer, the DPO is there. The DPOs are all accessible. The PRO's office is there. The CP is there. But when I was CPFCT, what I did to overcome that challenge is that I had to establish information boxes, which I located in all strategic places in our FCT, the banks, motor parks, strategic areas, supermarkets, all areas where people can access. I put that information where you may not even write your name, just put the information there, and when the following day with the PRO will be collected and then we act on it. So, but then I want to let that negative perception be overcome. The police today, which I know, like FCT, leadership determines followership. Bala Chiroma is an officer who is so trustworthy, who has integrity, and officer under him to have that integrity. So I think I can assure that if you give information to the PRO's office, the DPO, area commander, the CP's office, I can assure that information will be effectively used, and it will not be devoid to whosoever the information giver. But the information givers also know how to manage information. Sometimes he's due to carelessness, talks carelessly, go to maybe among some friends, this man, I'll deal with him, I'll tell police about him. You don't know whom that person also discuss. Yeah. So give information to the police, make sure it is secure.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So we have a caller. We lost that call. Okay. So still talking, earlier I was asking about the kind of people, that should come on board before that question. That caller, Yes, we have another caller. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. You're on to call the police.
Okay, please, I want to talk to the commissioner with you, sir.
Okay, your name, please.
My name is DSP Idris, serving with the First Aid.
Okay, please go ahead.
Please, sir, you have been a commissioner in Nigeria Police.
Yes.
What happened in Nigeria Police now, and what measure did you take to bring back that respect that you have left for? During your time, there's a lot of respect for the police. Now the police have no vehicle to work, have no instrument to work. What is the measures you are taking now to bring back those numbers back to the force? Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, DSP. You see, the force belongs to all of us. It's the force for Nigerian police, for Nigerians. And obviously, Nigerian police force have a duty. You see, to respect is earned. When the way attitude you show to people make them to also reciprocate and also love you. So I know there are in terms of logistics, underfunding, poor welfare, and so for police, I'm sure it is a known fact that they are the poorest paid in the world. But then the government is doing a lot of things now to improve the situation. The police force management is doing a lot of things, like now you have the police trust fund.
Okay, we have a caller. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Good morning. You're on to call the police. Okay.
Right now, the police the police management have done a lot to improve the situation. Like this police trust fund which have been created, and I recently told the Mr. President released some funds for community policing. These are all efforts. You see, it is the police themselves have to make themselves worthy in trust of the citizens. Respect is earned. So if you show democratic culture, values in the course of your policing, you don't brutalize the people, you don't turn on the people will love you. You know, so it is the police themselves too, but some of us too, sometimes some of us too, we go out of the professional ethics and standard, rules of engagement. I can assure you that the public will be cooperating with you and assist you when you do those things in line with professional standard and professional ethics.
Okay, the public, sometimes they will also ask at that time, is there like a punishment, for any alien officer, to serve as a deterrent for others, just like you're saying, so that respect, that attitudinal, change will, be restored, something like that.
Yeah, you see, the police is one institution in the country that does not shield its officers. Yeah. Zero tolerance to indiscipline and to crime. Okay. Or corruption. We have what they call on the room trial. We have the first, what they call first administrative instruction.
Hello?
Okay, sir, before you go ahead, we have another caller. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Pastor Mike from Kado Fish Market.
Okay, Pastor Mike, go ahead.
I want the former CP, with due respect, to tell me, how about some policemen? They deserve respect, but they don't take it serious. They go about. What do you say to that?
Okay, thank you, Pastor Mike.
Yeah, okay. You see, attitude, you have individual differences, and not all officers drink. I don't take alcohol. My religion process. And if you are found drinking on duty, you are bound. You be sanctioned and tried. And police don't tolerate indiscipline. Discipline is the bedrock of the example. I call them to order. Sometimes I call the officers, make sure that he's tried of credit, because we need to enforce. We need to enforce that police that will be created was a policy of respect, like somebody just mentioned. We need to sustain that standard. We need to understand our value.
Morning, sir, man.
You're on to call the police. Tell us your name. Okay, Ilya Jonathan, please go ahead.
I want to seek for the former CP. Let the authority, especially Mr. President, to see reason. They said they are recruiting for Nigeria. Lagos and Abuja alone can absorb the whole of that 10,000, and it cannot even do them. Okay. What of the rest of the states in Nigeria? This inadequacy of manpower is a serious issue in the job. Okay. Let him try and see how he can talk to the authorities so that they will do something drastically on that manpower issue. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Jonathan, thank you so much.
The Nigerian Police Management Team, headed by the IGP, Adamu, is aware. And right now, recruitment is ongoing in all the states. Recruitment is ongoing. Right? They can be recruited. This is all aimed at increasing the workforce of the Nigerian police force. Gradually, I think the government is conscious of the need and to improve our strength and also give out adequate logistics and funding. I think by the grace of God, with time, when the commitment of the government, and the citizens also should realize that they have a duty on that section of the Constitution to assist the police in maintaining law and order.
Thank you so much, sir. We hope for better days. Thank you so much for reminding us of those good old days of policing. We're hoping that we'll still have them back. And we really appreciate your time with us. Keep a date next week for another